High above the forest, where sunlight spilled through the clouds, lived a black crow named Kavi. Every morning, he sang cheerfully, hopping from branch to branch, proud of his shiny feathers and clever mind. But as the days went by, he began to notice something that stirred restlessness in his heart. In the nearby garden, groups of peacocks danced with dazzling colors. Their feathers glimmered with blues, greens, and golds that shimmered like jewels in the sunlight. Visitors gathered to admire them, clapping and calling out with delight. Kavi watched from his tree, envious and sad. "Everyone loves the peacock," he sighed. "No one ever looks at me. My feathers are dull, my voice is harsh, and my presence goes unnoticed. Why did fate make me a crow?" From that moment, his cheerful songs disappeared. He stopped eating well, stopped flying freely, and spent his days comparing himself to others. One afternoon, as he sulked on a branch, a bright blue feather drifted down from the sky. It was a peacock's feather, long, glowing, and beautiful. Kavi picked it up with wonder. Maybe, he thought, I can become like them. Over the next few days, Kavi collected fallen feathers from the garden. He stuck them among his black ones, covering himself in every bit of color he could find. When he looked at his reflection in the pond, he smiled proudly. "Now I am a peacock." The next morning, he flew to the garden and joined the peacocks as they strutted about. He tried to mimic their slow, graceful walk and spread his patched-up feathers. But as he opened his beak to join their call, a loud caw escaped. The peacocks stopped dancing and stared. "Who is this?" one of them said, frowning. "You are not one of us," Kavi panicked. No. "Look at my feathers. I am beautiful like you." The peacocks began to laugh. "A crow with painted feathers is still a crow," said another. "You may wear our colors, but you cannot copy our grace." They spread their wings and shooed him away. Humiliated, Kavi flew off, his fake feathers falling one by one. When he returned to his old tree, the other crows looked at him in confusion. "Where have you been?" asked one. Kavi hung his head. "I went to live among the peacocks," he said quietly. "But they rejected me." The other crows looked disappointed. "You left your friends just to chase their beauty. We never cared about your color." "Kavi, we liked your company, your wit, and your song. You were always one of us." Ashamed, Kavi realized how foolish he had been. He had traded his freedom and laughter for someone else's reflection of beauty. The black feathers he once despised were his own gift, strong, sleek, and built for flight. The next morning, as the sun rose, Kavi spread his wings and soared across the sky. He sang again, not the song of sadness, but of joy, a song of being proud of who he was. The forest echoed with his cry, and even the peacocks paused to listen. From that day on, the crow never envied another creature. He learned that true beauty lies not in how we look, but in how we live, and in the joy of being exactly who we are. Moral: never compare yourself to others. Every creature is beautiful and special in its own way. Happiness comes from accepting yourself, not from wishing to be someone else.